What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Uncharted Travels with Gina. In the last one, we talked about RV life. We talked about what RV life entails, what it's really like living in an RV, and I showed you guys a couple of examples of what RV life could be like for you, or which type of rig is best fitting for you. And I also told you about the crazy prices that it entails. Well, in this one, we are going to be looking into the research that it takes when it comes to finding the right RV for you. It includes price, size, what is necessary for you to be able to live RV life. We're going to go through it all. So stay tuned and let's get into part 2. First off, the struggle is real when it comes to the research process. All right, so when researching vans, there are a lot of websites that you can come across. I will link all of them down below. So if you are looking into a van that's already converted for van life living, or if you're looking into a van that you can put all of your energy into and have it exactly the way you want, there is an opportunity here. Now, the first website we are going to is Van Campers. Now, van campers tend to be the place where they're already converted. So if you're looking for a converted van, Van Campers is the place to go. They have vans ranging from 30,000, maybe even like 20,000 or lower, a little lower, not too much, maybe like 18,000, all the way up to 178, maybe even higher. So there are a lot of a variety of van types on this website. The van that we are currently looking at is $30,000. As you can see, it's a good van. It is a good conversion, but for me, it does not have that indoor shower. Now, you can see at the bottom, they let you know what is entailed in the build out, which is very important so that you know what you're getting when you decide to buy it. There are a couple other vans that are available right now. As you can see, this one is a 2022. This one is $179,000, guys. Like I said, these van bills are expensive. And I was just looking at it to see for ideas for my van and different things that I could possibly do or things that I wanted to avoid. Obviously, it's a beautiful van, but I do not believe it is worth paying a house mortgage, not even a mortgage, but paying a house loan for a van. Don't think so. So I was just looking at these photos to get ideas, which you can also do as well. When you go and look at this website, Van Campers, you can definitely get different ideas for you to just see what you want in your van and what you don't want in your van. Now, these ones at the bottom are sold, but like I said, you can get any type of ideas from them. So they still have their pictures up just in case you're looking for a type of van that is similar to that. The next website we are going to is Van Life Traders. Here, you can decide what type of van or what type of RV you are looking for. Are you looking for a camper? Are you looking for an RV? Are you looking for a rig? It's all up to you. Are you looking for one that's already done? Are you looking for one that you can do yourself? Are you looking for one that is not all the way done, but it can be manageable and you can still travel in it while you're fixing it up? Your price range, and also what type of van or vehicle that you would like to have van life in. Now, as you can see, there are plenty of vans out there for sale, especially within my price range. So what we are seeing right now are all the vans that are within $40,000 range, and it's not too bad. A lot of them are about 35, maybe a little less, maybe a little more. Right now, we're looking at this van, which is a really nice van. It's not completely done, but it's not the van for me. I'm getting a lot of good ideas from this, but I believe that it's a little bit too much money to be paying for when it's not the exact layout I want, and I still have to put so much more work into it. And so for me, this van is not it. But maybe for you, it's good enough for you to go and travel in, but then you can still put a little bit more of your emphasis and of your personality into it along the way. So as you can see, they have plenty of vans out there for you. A lot of them right now for me, they just weren't really for me, but here's another 35,000 one. It has 91 miles on it. Pretty good. Mostly when it comes to this website or when it comes to any van build, you are paying mostly for the van because the van is what is most expensive when it comes to these van builds. Now, let me correct myself real quick. The van is the most expensive part of the build when you're doing it by yourself. Now, if you're doing it through a company, that's a whole different ball game. But for me and for the purposes of this video, we are looking at vans that we can do ourselves. And to see how much a van will be, well, that's mostly what you're paying for. When it comes to these van conversions, you're paying for the van and not really what they have put in it. So just be careful of that and make sure you get the van for you, and that whatever van you do get or whatever RV you do get, it is reasonable for you, and you can see that the money that you're paying for this RV or for van, that it will go a long way and that it's not a waste of money in the short term. Now, let's get to this website. Conversion Traders. It's another good website. It doesn't have as much of a variety as the other two websites, but it's still a good website to go to and get some ideas or find an RV for you. As you guys saw in the previous, you saw one that was already sold on this website. So obviously they do have RVs that could really be within your parameters or what you want. As you can see, they also have the features that are for the van that you are looking at. And I didn't spend too much time on Van Life Conversions. It is a good website, but they obviously did not have as much of a variety that was necessary for me. But that's okay, because there are a couple of other websites I would like to share with you. So let's get into those. The trusty Craigslist, the website that has been with us before time. Yes, Craigslist is a great option to go to when you are looking to build out the van for yourself. They have a lot of vans for the cheap. I didn't say all the vans on here for the cheap. As you are about to see, there are a couple of vans that are still expensive, but they have a lot of variety of vans and conversions that you can buy that will simply be within your price range. So for me, I tend to go to Craigslist to find the RVs that are for me. Real quick pause. They have a Barbie van for sale. So anybody who wants a Barbie van out there, go ahead. It's on Craigslist and it's ready for you to buy. No, but really, I use Craigslist because I want to build this van or RV from beginning to end. I want it to be exactly the way that I want it, because if I'm doing this life, I want it to be everything that I want it to be, and I want to have everything that I need to have in order to be happy with this life. And so I'm going all out, guys, and I'm really looking into it. So as you can see, we've clicked the first one. It is $35,000, and I was like, oh, it's ready, but it's really not. It still has seats in it and everything, so we got to keep looking. But like I said, Craigslist has a lot of different options, and you can definitely change the search area of which you are in. Right now, we are looking in the Atlanta area, but I also looked in the Charlotte area, I looked in the Columbia area, I looked in the Jacksonville area, because you may find vans or van conversions or RVs that are less money. So I definitely urge you to use Craigslist and search for all over the place. I mean, even you can search in Kansas if you're in the east side, and if you're in the west side, you can search in New York. So definitely do not limit to yourself to where you are living, because you can definitely go and find whatever conversion or whatever DIY van that you need to be able to be successful in RV life. All right, Facebook Market. Who would have thought that Facebook Market would be the new Craigslist? But it is, and it is a lot easier to get in contact with the sellers if you are find anything that you would like to buy on Facebook Marketplace. You just directly DM them. It's like, dropping into somebody's DMs, but it's not the same meaning. For all of you who are thinking in the gutter, get your head out of the gutter. It's a different type of dropping into somebody's DMs. You're dropping into their DMs to see if they still have that car, because you never know. They might have sold it and they just forgot that they still had the ad up, or to see if they can drop the price. When I look at whatever I'm looking to buy online, but in this case in a van or RV, I look at the mileage, but I also look at the description of the seller put on the item, because it could tell you what's wrong with the car. And you could look at the price and be like, well, if that's what's wrong with the car, then I don't think I should be paying this much. Or, okay, that's reasonable. The price is reasonable because this is what's wrong with the car. So looking at the description is very important. Also, looking at these pictures is very important. You can definitely ask for more pictures, and you can ask for the mileage if it's not posted on there. They'll definitely let you know. If they don't, then maybe it's not the van for you, because maybe they don't want you to know the mileage because they know that it's not within the price range that they've put up there. So that's when you automatically know it's not the van for you, or it's not the RV for you, and you can just move on. So as you can see, I looked at a lot of different vans on Facebook Market, because a lot of the vans on here are within the price range that I'm willing to pay for the van, so that I can get started with this van conversion. But there's a lot of other ways that you can do van life. Like, you can do van life in an emergency, an old ambulance. You can do van life in a truck. You can do van life in a fifth wheeler, which is an RV. You can do van life in a FedEx truck. You can do van life in a UPS truck. There's so many different options when it comes to van life. It's absolutely crazy and ridiculous. So if you're looking into RV life or even van life, definitely make sure that you look into every type of RV or every type of van that you can get to find the right one for you. You guys already know, research isn't the end of this. There's a part 3, hopefully soon, but I'm definitely going to let you guys in on the van build. You'll be the first to know when I get my van, and you'll be the first to see when it's finished. But let's get the van first and see how that goes. But I just want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe down below. If you got anything from this video, if you learned something, if you fell in love with van life in any type of way, shape, or form, please like down below and subscribe. Join the Brat fam, and let's continue to spread joy, happiness, and love throughout this world together. So you guys, I love you. I thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. And as always, enjoy the journey. Your journey is significant. Peace.